Welcome to my review of the Sennheiser Game 1 gaming headset. Now, I've had this headset for a couple of months now. I've been gaming with it for some long gaming sessions, hours at a time, and I can say that this headset is the most comfortable headset I've ever owned. It has these sort of soft velvet ear cups, and they are an oval ear cup, which they call circumaural, which basically means that it sits around your ears and doesn't actually put any pressure on your ears at all. The ear pads have quite a firm cushion to them, but I actually prefer that because it keeps the drivers away from your ears, so they don't touch your ears at all. A lot of headsets have kind of soft cushions, and I find that after a period of time, the clamping pressure of the headset actually can push the drivers against your ears, which I personally can't tolerate. So here's my cat Patch again. Right, boy? Whenever I do a video, you always like to get in on the act, don't you? Okay. Now, this headset only weighs about 300 grams. It's quite a light headset, and I find that makes a big difference when you want to use them for a long period of time. It doesn't actually feel like you're really wearing anything on your head. Another thing about this headset, the material on the ear cups is breathable. Most headsets tend to use like a leatherette material, which isn't breathable. But this velvet material is breathable, and that helps to keep your ears cool. And that's a big plus for me because I don't like my ears getting warm. With most headsets that are closed back, your ears get really warm, and in the summertime can actually get quite sweaty, and that's really uncomfortable. I've been using closed back headsets for a couple of years now, so I've kind of got used to it. But when I went back to using an open back headset, they've just felt so much more comfortable. My ears were so much, I won't say cool, but they were a lot less warm, if you like. Now, most headsets, as I say, are closed back, but these are open back, have slits here in the side of the ear cups, and that actually lets air in and out so heat can escape. Now, they are quite a snug fit, especially if you have a large head like myself, but I'm not really susceptible to clamping pressure, and I didn't find that these, after any period of time, gave me any sort of like pain from the clamping. In fact, I actually preferred the snug fit because it meant that when I put them on, they didn't feel like they would fall off when I moved my head around, or that they would slip around. They felt really secure on my head. So I actually prefer the firmer clamping pressure. But of course, if you've got a sort of small, medium-sized head, it really isn't going to be a problem for you. So for comfort, I'm going to give Sennheiser full marks. Now, when it comes to sound quality, I was expecting great things from this headset. It's a premium headset. It's Sennheiser's flagship headset series, the Game series. Being Sennheiser, they have a great pedigree. They really know how to make headphones and microphones. They make a lot of professional equipment. A lot of game developers actually use Sennheiser mics to record their audio. And I can say that this headset really does deliver when it comes to sound quality. They haven't got that sort of deeper, richer sound that you would normally get with a closed back headset. What they deliver is a larger, more open soundstage. And when you're playing games like Fallout 4 or The Witcher 3, that's really appreciated because the soundstage really fits with the game and you feel like you're in a big open world visually and also audibly. If you're playing a game like Doom, when you're in a more enclosed environment and you really want to feel that heavy, punchy noises when you're firing your shotguns or firing rocket launchers, you're probably better off with a closed-back headset like the Game Zero, which is the closed-back version of this headset. Personally, I always gravitate towards open-back headsets because they do give you better clarity in the sound. A lot of audiophile headphones are open-back because they do give you better stereo imaging. With the closed back designs, you do get a richer, deeper sound, but it's more of a muddled sound. If you're a bit of an audiophile like me, you'll probably appreciate a bit more of a reference sounding headset, which doesn't colour the sound. So you hear the sound as the game designers meant it to be heard. But a lot of people prefer the richer, boomier sound of the closed back headsets. Maybe that's one of the reasons they're so popular. So if you're going to spend a lot of money on a headset, I mean, this is $189.99 RRP, that's English pounds. If you're going to spend that much money, almost £200 on a headset, you really want to know that the Sennheiser sound is going to be pleasing to your ears. So if you know anyone with a Sennheiser headset, have a listen because you don't want to spend all that money and then realise this headset isn't for you. Now most headsets tend to have a V-shaped response curve. By that I mean they tend to amp up the treble and amp up the lower frequencies, and the mid-range tends to be a bit more recessed and a bit flatter. Personally, I find that quite fatiguing to listen to, especially for long gaming periods, but as I said, depending on the game you're playing, it can actually be more suitable. But personally, on balance, I prefer the open back design. I love that superior sound quality. They still have a nice weight to the bottom end. They're not thin, definitely still got a rich sound, but it's not as rich as the closed back designs. When it comes to sound quality, it does come down to personal taste, but there's no denying the fidelity of this headset, and even at the full retail price, it's still hard not to be impressed. So I'm going to give full marks to Sennheiser for sound quality. Now this microphone is a professional noise cancelling microphone. Well, at least that's what it says on the box. Most microphones tend to be just unidirectional. That's their noise cancelling property. But this is actually a noise cancelling design. It has two ports on the microphone, one facing your mouth and one facing away from your mouth. The diaphragm is actually placed between the two ports. This design actually heightens the proximity effect of the microphone. So you have to be quite close to the microphone to get a decent recording level. As soon as you move too far away from the microphone, the recording level drops off sharply. That's what gives it its great noise cancelling properties. So I'm really interested to find out just how good this noise cancelling microphone is. Okay, so now to do a mic test. I'm recording this mic test with this iPhone 5. It's using Rode LE as the audio recording software. I have it set to 48 kHz and I've turned off the post-processing on this iPhone. So you should hear a good representation of what the mic actually sounds like. Now this boom mic is quite long. The microphone is right out in front of my mouth. I was worried that vocal plosives could be a problem with this microphone, and unfortunately they are. I mean, when it comes to comfort, when it comes to sound quality, full marks, but I have found that the microphone does actually cut out and distort when you're getting excited, when you're gaming. I have a friend who has this microphone and I have heard his microphone cut out in exactly the same way. And a sibilance test, she sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. And a plosive test, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now what you can do is actually flex the microphone. It has this black area here is actually flexible. You can actually flex the microphone away from your mouth, and I do recommend that you do that because it does really help when it comes to vocal plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. You can drop the mic down to your jawline and that does help, but you may have to up the mic level to compensate. Okay, so now I'm going to test the noise cancelling on this microphone. I have some music playing in the background just to give a bit of background noise. I'm now going to do a keyboard test. Now this keyboard is a fully switched, what you call a mechanical keyboard, so it is louder than your typical membrane keyboard. I'm also going to do a joystick test. For comparison's sake, I've switched over to using this budget Turtle Beach headset. It's just a chat headset. It's a P4C headset. It has a pretty standard sort of boom mic. It hasn't got any sort of noise cancelling design technology as such, but it is a unidirectional microphone. So now I'm going to do the keyboard test. Going to do the joystick test. Okay, so how does this microphone compare to the expensive pro noise cancelling Sennheiser microphone? Well, you've heard both tests for yourself, so I'll leave you to decide. Okay, so now I'm back to using the Sennheiser microphone, and I've put up the spec sheet for this headset for you to have a look at. Now one thing I did notice with this headset is it does tend to make my voice go up an octave when I'm using it,
Now that is a bit odd. If you look at the frequency response for the microphone, it goes as low as 50 Hz. So it should be able to record the low frequencies in my voice, no problem. Now one thing that did concern me about this headset is, would the microphone pick up the noise leaking out of the open back ear cups? And I can actually say that doesn't happen at all. I've never had anyone complain that they can hear my game audio in the chat. And a mate of mine has this headset and I've never heard his game audio in the chat either. So Sennheiser have done a great job in that respect. Now I was expecting great things from this microphone being a Sennheiser microphone, and it does kind of deliver. It is clear and crisp, but I was expecting more, especially when you consider it's a premium headset from Sennheiser.
Okay, so that's the end of the mic test, and I'm back to using the shotgun microphone on my digital camera. So now I want to talk about functionality. This is a standard stereo headset. It doesn't have surround sound 7.1, but I've never really been a big fan of surround sound. I do find it impacts negatively on sound quality. And trust me, the stereo imaging on this open back headset is so good, you really won't miss it. Another thing I really like about this headset is when you lift up the boom mic, it actually mutes the mic. You hear a click and you know the mic is muted. I find that super convenient. It also has a rotary volume control on the side of the ear cup, which is really convenient. I find that much better than a volume control on the lead itself, but it isn't the best quality pot. When you're moving it around, it doesn't actually feel that great. It's serviceable, but for a premium headset, that is a bit of a disappointment. Also, it is a bit fiddly because it's flush to the ear cup. Obviously that makes it look nice, but if it was protruding from the ear cup, it would be a lot easier to use. A lot of headsets allow you to change the ear pads, which would have been a nice feature because they will wear out with time. One nice feature about this headset is the lead itself is interchangeable. You can actually unplug it and change it, and it actually comes with two leads. You have this 1.2 meter lead, which is a nice length for using with controllers on a console, and it comes with a TRRS connector, a standard 3.5mm jack. You can even use this headset with smartphones as I did with the sound test, or tablets. It also comes with a 3 meter lead, which is nice and long for using with a PC, and on that lead you get two 3.5mm jacks. They are TRS connectors, one for the microphone and one for the stereo audio. So being an analog headset, it's very versatile. You can use it with PC, with Xbox, PS4, even Mac if you've got the right adapter. Now, earlier versions of this headset didn't have a detachable lead. So if you see an older review of this headset and it doesn't say anything about the lead being removable, that's just because the headset has been updated. So don't let that confuse you. Now when it comes to styling, I think Sennheiser have done a great job with this headset. I really like this white and red. You get this sort of metallic red detailing, which isn't too fussy and gimmicky, and also the form factor is nice and sleek. When you put them on, they don't stick out too much. I mean, I would actually consider using these actually walking around outside, but you can't really because this mic is not detachable, unfortunately. If the white isn't for you, both the Game 1 and the Game 0 are also available in black and red. When it comes to styling, Sennheiser can be a bit hit and miss. They're great for technology and design, but looks wise, they're not always that great. But I think this is a real hit. I think they've done a fantastic job. Great looking headset. When it comes to value for money, this headset is really for serious gamers that are willing to pay a premium for the superior sound quality that this headset offers. There are headsets out there that are perfectly good for almost half the price of this headset. The HyperX Cloud series of headsets are great value for money, and so is the GSP 300 series by Sennheiser. There really aren't a lot of open back headsets to choose from, so if you're looking for an alternative to the Game 1s, there aren't a lot of options. If you are a true audiophile, the Game 1 headset may not impress you, and you may be better off getting a mod mic and buying a premium pair of ordinary stereo headphones. Antlion do a mod mic that is a great mic, and it allows you to turn any headphones into a gaming headset. And you can see on the left how you attach it to a headset, but you do have to manage the leads You will have a lead coming from the headset and a lead coming from the mic. You may even need an adapter to be able to connect it to a controller. A lot of audiophile headphones tend to be high impedance, so you may need an amplifier to drive them as well. I would seriously consider looking at the Biodynamics MMX 300s and also their custom game headsets. Biodynamics have a similar pedigree to Sennheiser. They've actually been around longer than Sennheiser. Also, their headsets offer fantastic comfort and superior build quality. They have a full metal head strap, and also they come with interchangeable parts. So you can change the ear pads when they wear out. You can even change the actual head strap padding. Also, if you're on a budget, I would definitely consider the HyperX Cloud series. They also have a metal construction in the interchangeable parts, although the sound quality isn't as good as the Sennheisers. If you want a cheaper headset, but you don't want to compromise too much on sound quality, then I would definitely consider the Sennheiser 300 series headsets. They may not look as nice as the Game series, but when you're gaming, does that really matter? I really do enjoy listening to the Game ones. They put a smile on my face every time I put them on. They're super comfortable, and the open design and the breathable material on the earpads really does keep my ears a lot cooler than your typical closed back design. I was hoping the microphone would sound a bit more natural, but apart from that, I'm really pleased with my purchase. The vocal plosives are a bit of a problem, but bending the mic does allow you to kind of get around that. I have done an unboxing video for this headset where I discussed the pros and cons of open v closed back headsets, so if you want to check that out, click on the link. Hopefully I've helped you decide if the Sennheiser Game series is for you and which model, the 0 or the 1, better fits your needs. If you found this video helpful, please drop me a like and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.